sick of the whole RPG.
Why don't we just transfer? I can use code.
Just do this, and since he's not here, I'm good to go. Because he's not here, so the whole thing will once again
Okay,
not be useful.
well, there's neither me or you should have the blade, considering our ulterior motives.
Um. All right. So,
I
as
just
you
meet
head,
with him.
as you head up to go meet with that captain that sent you the letter, you stop by the inn that Booth had told you to, the Runestone and Water, to tell him to come with. And since you're staying at a separate inn than Booth, go ahead and deduct 5 silver pieces for last night.
Okay.
Which I suppose it's not even for last night. I guess it would be. It's still the same day. Anyway, so as you guys go to the Capitol building in Sharn, you are ushered immediately onto like a magical carriage, basically, and it. I guess who doesn't know what Sharn looks like? Did Booth ever see the picture of Sharn?
Oh, I don't think Bruce did. Should be in the handouts. Oh no, you just need to.
I hand it out. Okay, let's go.
Oh, can you rename my dog Rusty before we play something or anything?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh wow.
That's the city of Sharn.
Yeah, it's surprising, huh?
I should know. I've been there.
So you're immediately ushered onto a carriage drawn by nothing, and it carries you to that top hovering area of Sharn, where the actual Capitol building is. And immediately upon arrival, I put all my stuff away because you were not playing for a second. All right, so immediately upon arrival, you see a massive building, which again you know to be the Capitol building. And you go through, and through the great double doors of dark wood, you enter a circular antechamber with a marble floor bearing Breland's national seal. 2 other dark doors flank a small room divided from the main chamber by a low desk. Arrow slits pierce the polished stone walls, 3 on each side of the inner doors, facing north towards you. Behind the desk is a young male gnome with cropped blonde hair and a pointed beard. He wears a sharp, dark uniform and cloak with a silver brailish seal at the brooch, and he smiles at you and says, "Welcome to the headquarters of the King's Citadel, citizens. How may I help you?"
Who sent for us again? It was the captain of the guard?
Captain Kalis, and it would be Shukin and Drummond that received this letter to go there.
Okay.
And I suppose Elf would be.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Alright, I see that we've been invited by the guard to come do a thing.
And he asks you for identification.
I asked Shukin, do you have any identification? I guess I show them the guild license.
He takes that from you and looks at it and nods and hands it back. And then he pulls this glowing orb that's hovering next to him over to him and speaks into it for a moment. And asks you to wait for just a second. And a short time later, a man walked out of one of the rooms adjacent to one you're standing in. This dude, handsome black guy.
Handsome
Is that a
black
gift?
guy.
Is that a birthday? Or?
Yeah, his handsome black guy Kellis.
No. So a tall, somber human enters through the right-hand door behind the desk, and he wears a coat of leather incorporated into a uniform like the gnomes, if slightly fancier. And a facial scar on his face speaks of experience in battle, and his rigid posture suggests a military background, although you know he's definitely military. And he thanks you for coming and solemnly says, "I am Captain Collis, follow me." And he leads you through the left-hand door of the room you're currently standing in, into a gloomy, silent hall. Near its end, he opens a door and gestures for you to enter. The room houses a single, long table with about a dozen chairs, and he tells you all to sit. And as you sit down, he walks to the head of the table and begins, "Let me lay to rest any fears you might have. You are in no trouble. You're here for two reasons. The first is because you ventured into the depths and recovered a goblin artifact. Someone has alerted one of my informants about this. I hear you did so to help the locals with Kruzix, which means that you're brave, and the fact that you're sitting in front of me means you're useful. And Braylon needs your skills, helping us with a task related to the item you found. That's the second reason I'm here."
I'm gonna say to him, "My God, you are handsome."
I can see we're going down Elliot's road again.
No.
He just kind of ignores you and
The
looks
gods have truly smitten you.
to the clear leaders of the group, which are Shukin and Drummond.
I say to him, yeah, okay, what's this task you would have us do?
He tells you that in the goblin nation of Dargoon, the Lesh Haruk holds on to power in the lowlands. In the Seawall Mountains to the east of that land, the Khani goblins are plotting their return to power. Among these factions is the Kekvalar clan, or the Word Bearers. These goblins are more moderate than us, interested in acquiring the right to rule by assembling goblin artifacts and building stable alliances. Although they cherish the return of a goblin empire, they lack the savagery common among their barbaric kin. You might know that the Word Bearers even now seek the blade you recovered. They realize, as you might, because again this has been leaked by someone that you recovered this blade, they realize, as you might, that it is part of a mighty goblin artifact. They seek to reassemble this artifact as yet another symbol of their right to rule Dargoon, as the true heirs of the Khan. We believe, for many reasons, political and otherwise, that we should support the Word Bearers' ascension to power over any of their more aggressive cousins. To this end, we want you to help the Kekvalar acquire the other pieces of the crown."
I understand. What's in it for us?
He says service to Breland is its own reward. However, I'm sure you realize that the favor of the King's Citadel, and thereby the crown of Breland, does have certain intangible benefits.
Of course, of course. I take Shukin aside and I'm like, hey Shukin, what do you think about this fellow? I mean, he seems pretty trustworthy, but do you really want to be giving artifacts up to some goblins?
I'm not sure about goblins.
Yeah, they're pretty nasty creatures. I suppose that we could probably get something good in the future if we do this for him, though. Something of value to us.
Yeah, he seems fairly important, so he might be able to lend us a hand in the future.
Alright, I turn back to the man and I say, we accept. We will help the Word Bearers.
And he smiles at you and says, "Excellent. I'll return in a moment." And he steps out of the room, leaving two guards to stand at the door while he's gone.
I pull Douglas aside for a second and I say, because I don't know if he knows this, because he wasn't here, but there is a woman who's offering us, how much gold was it? 3,000 gold for the artifact,
Well,
for this blade.
if it's 3,000 gold just for that blade, imagine how much we'll be able to get for the entire thing. I don't think that this woman would probably be having Sharn's best interests in hand, so perhaps, since we're already trying to make a name in Sharn, we should probably work for the king, I think. Maybe tell this woman to sod off and get the pieces for ourselves and give them to the Word Bearers. Perhaps something else will open. Okay.
Oh no.
No, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, it's alright.
Alright. And he walks back into the room now after a few moments, and as he does so, one of the guards that was standing there near you whispers to him, and he nods and walks over to the table and sets down a stack of papers. And he says, Now, once you succeed, you are to leave the crown and its pieces in the hands of the Kekvalar. This point is non-negotiable. The Kekvalar must have the complete crown. That said, you can keep possessions of the keep possession of the fragments you recover until it is time to part ways with the word bearers. Use your discretion.
Um,
This is now for details. Go ahead.
I say to him that a woman has approached us and offered us a large sum of gold for the first piece of the crown, and while it would be foolish of us to accept this offering, is there anyone else who we might have to worry about that might try to stop us or try to, dissuade us from getting the rest of the crown?
He says, we'll get to that in a moment. There certainly will be obstacles in the way.
Okay.
The Kekvalar in Sharn know you have the blade, but their leader sees dealing with you as something she can do after finding the other fragments of the Ashen Crown. She is heading for the Goblin Monument known as Six Kings in the northern Greywall Mountains soon. We want you to head northwest, meet her there, and offer your aid. I leave it to you to come up with a plausible reason why you're willing to aid the goblins. They cannot know that it is on behalf of Braylon. We have an agent on the inside, a doppelganger, posing as a hobgoblin named Pt.1. He has tribal tattoos around his eyes and on his chin, and he carries a distinctive bejeweled rapier. Pt.1 will help you accomplish your mission, but he must do so without revealing his true nature. It says when you get to Six Kings, you'll offer to help her acquire one of the two crown fragments she suspects is there. Pt.1 tells us that the leader seeks two different parts under Six Kings. Pt.1 told us they'll be going into a cave beneath the monument. An outcropping of white stone points into the correct opening. You'll have to find out more from the Kekvalar on site. We understand that after Six Kings, the Goblin team plans to head to Greywall City and Groam to recover another piece. At present, I know little more about that portion of the task.
Okay.
He continues. The word bearers have dispatched a party of 8, 6 hobgoblins, Pt.1, and 2 goblins. The leader of the group is a female Kekvalar dirge singer, a warrior bard named Yera. Among the hobgoblins, 2 were soldiers, 1 an archer, and another a maid. Pt.1 is posing as a warrior, who also specializes in traps. 1 goblin is a scout, and the other is a wolf warrior, a berserker. The word bearers like to wear tribal tattoos parading their deeds. This distinguishes them from other goblin clans.
Okay, and we shouldn't have any trouble communicating with these people or dealing with them, you think?
I see a goblin.
He says likely not, but again, they cannot know the true reasons you are there.
Yeah, I understand.
Does anybody else ever...
Has anyone been writing down the names? Because I haven't been.
Some of it, yeah. I've got Dakota in Europe.
Well, I'll ask Kermit to go over it again once we're done with this, if that's okay, Kermit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
He says, as far as the possible threats to you go, we have it on Pt.1's authority that a few bands of Kek-Sharot goblins, or blade bearers, are pursuing the Kekvalar party. Pt.1 tells us that he and his companions have already driven off 1 band. Neither the blade bearers nor anyone else can be allowed to steal the fragments of the crown under any circumstances. This also means that you cannot sell it. Consider any blade bearers you meet enemies. Their warriors brand themselves with blade-shaped scars.
Okay. Yeah, these goblins will fall, if they get in our way.
Do you all have any questions thus far?
I do. Does anybody else in the party speak Goblin?
Yes.
Yes. So, me and Dag, or me and Drummond, should definitely be the ones headwaying this and obviously being the ones that should be speaking, because we speak them in their native tongue, they might trust us more.
I
kind of came in halfway through, but are we doing like some sort of like like super sneaky spy operation? Is that what's going on?
Sort of.
Okay.
I asked the captain where is Six Kings and how far is it from Sharn?
He says it is to the north. Yes, it's quite a distance, but you will not just be traveling on their own, or on your own, rather. He says you'll be flying to Ardev aboard a Lyrander airship. The Kek Valar have access to a freelance airship called the Kordanga, which they're using to make the trip. Our intelligence suggests, Our intelligence suggests the Kordanga will be dropping off most of the Kek Valar in Ardev, then heading to Droam, to the Droman town of Greywall, to gather information about a crown fragment in the Goblin ruins under that city. You will follow the word bearers over land from Ardev, along the Orient Trade Road that leads west to Greywall and past its king. We suspect they'll travel cross-country, but you needn't do so. Let them take the hard way if they want. The road should be safer.
Okay, I tell him that, we're going to need some money for provisions along the way, and if there's any services that we can be provided that might help us out.
He says, that's fair. You'll be leaving in 3 days just after the word bearers do. I want you on their heels, but not too close. I recommend you prepare and come up with a list of equipment and supplies you think you need. I'll see you again for a final briefing before you leave.
Okay.
This is badass.
Right, so magical weapons are off the table, but all military grade weapons and superior weapons are good. Do you need any of those?
Oh, what? They're superior. Is that on the thing?
Yeah, that should be fair.
And those are...
I mean,
I can do a brief of it after the session tonight. Additionally, on the table are mounts, riding horses,
Kind of mounts.
riding horses, and if you like a cart, get a cart to haul your stuff.
Yeah, I'd like a cart and, two horses for that, as well as another 2 horses for, or maybe, another 2 horses for escort. So, like, for example,
we don't need to make the list right now.
I guess Shukin and Dane, or Shukin and whoever else can probably ride the escort horses while everyone else is in the cart horse.
I think the strikers should.
This list will be something you guys come up with sort of RP out of session in between this next session.
Okay.
Because you will not be leaving Sharn, like today, Wednesday, today. And he says, now I've got other things to do. So again, you come back in 3 days for the final briefing, and tell no one of your affiliation with the Citadel. And he sort of waves at one of the guards, and they come over and usher you out of the room.
Okay.
You take the same route back down to ground level in Sharn. By this time, it's fairly late. It's about 8 or 9 o'clock, and the sun is set. Where do you guys want to go? Now that you're back there?
I need to go catch some Z's, dude. Back to the rooms.
Yeah, I suppose we'll go to the, we'll go back to the barracks, and, yeah.
Do you want to follow along with them, Booth?
Yeah, I'll go. I got no reason anymore not to.
The Booth will need a room as well. Alright, so you make your way back to the barracks. As soon as you walk in, the captain of the city guard is there, waiting for you again. And in his hand, he's holding another letter. And he says, I hope this isn't going to be a common thing, you receiving letters numerous times a day.
Apologies, Baylern. We'll try not to make a habit of it. And I take the letter from him.
Right. And he hands you this scroll.
What's it say? Oh, rolling dice to see scrolls. Okay.
I got you. We rolled 100.
And if you click on it, and you don't make it bigger, I'll read it.
Okay, I don't see it, but alright.
Oh,
Straight.
or not.
Yes, and then
Is it Gid's letter?
Yeah, there it is.
Okay,
We can show it to you guys.
I see it. Let me read this out, guys.
who is Ladit Dene Ugan?
Lady.
That's I think that's I'm pretty sure that's the one that's the woman who wants to buy the thing. Yeah. Here, let me read this and okay? So I need perfect quiet for a moment, all right? And that means whoever's the guy in the background is like eating a bag of Cheetos. Stop eating a bag of Cheetos.
Nice.
Okay. All right.
Stop eating your bag of
Friends, I've made a terrible mistake. Lady Dan Olden is, I fear, not who she claims to be. She could be a threat to even those as resourceful as you. I'm afraid for my own safety. So I'll be leaving Shan tomorrow if possible. Before I go, I want you to have all the copies of all my notes and tell you all I know. I'll be spending the day preparing for my departure. Please meet me tonight at 8 bells at my apartment, Shava House 19. We'll talk more then. The attached key is to a wall panel hidden behind my bed's headboard. I'll keep what I mean to give you there until I meet you again. Use the key if something goes wrong. If I haven't seen you before I leave, I'll try to get the information to you somehow. There you go. That was.
How the entire thing changed.
That's a woman.
It was,
Look, that's a woman.
It started noble and then kind of went Indian towards the end.
It started out as like Bane.
yeah.
Look, okay, yeah, it was a thing. We're gonna go do that. We're gonna go check the lady. Gid, we're gonna go see. Well, guys, we gotta go see Gid. At 8 bells. No, it's 8 bells. Tonight, we're going.
And we're gonna get us to sleep.
You-
Can't spread the word of God.
Actually, I tell Shukin that me and him should go, and that Alec and Booth should probably go back to the thing because they're new and we shouldn't trust them
I'm
yet.
Guild too. I ain't staying here.
I tell I
As
t-
you guys bicker about this, the captain rolls his eyes and walks away.
I say we need someone here to defend the Blade of Sharn, and the Blade of Erta, and if me and Shukin know Gid better than you guys, I think we could talk to her while you guys defend the blade. You people are powerful. We need you to defend it.
I'm going with
Blade of,
Booth can destroy a house with his
Yeah, but what if he's in trouble? What if he is tied up or something? He might need your help. What do you think, Shukin?
What if we're both tied up? What if 3 of us are tied up? We can make the argument the whole time, but I'm going.
Well, I mean, I'm not letting you
feel
go.
We can't stop them from accompanying us.
Well, did they see the letter?
You read it out
I
loud.
honestly know about
Yeah,
the
you
letter.
said it out loud.
Fine.
that's what that whole voice was for, right?
I say to Elical, like, "Yeah, fine, if you're gonna be hard like this, you can come, I suppose.
Thank you.
Don't expect to strong arm your way into everything.
Hey, I just
Whatever
wanna
you
hang
are.
out with you guys, I just joined the guild. I just want some friends.
Who said you're part of the guild yet? I don't know.
I was invited to the damn guild, fool.
Who invited you? I didn't invite you.
Session.
I was telling her.
Oh, fine. Whatever. Let's go to Gid's house. Booth, you stay at the place house and protect the shard.
Is there angle?
It's a guard house.
Over here?
Last I heard, those two didn't realize that we had to go. I don't know.
No, we don't know
Okay.
that. We have suspicion.
Okay, well, I tell fucking Booth to stay back and guard the stuff. Like, there's stuff that I don't trust to guard with, like the town guard.
Like your room?
Yeah, like my room with my, chest filled with gold that you guys can't have.
Yeah,
porno
I'll
neck
stay
scenes.
behind.
Okay, thank you. I thank him, and I give Elk a dirty look. Elkul. Yeah. Alright, let's go.
Just call him Elk.
Oh,
Alright.
cool.
Elkson.
So as you make your way back up to the university, it begins to rain and just pour down. And you finally arrive, and water drops in sheets off the towers around you, but the professor's porch is completely dry. And as you walk up, you see that the stone door to her apartment, number 19, is slightly ajar.
I tell Shukin, we must rush in. Something's wrong.
Alright,
Maybe
so
we should not be so hasty. Maybe we should make sure that there isn't
can I
somebody
make a
waiting for us.
Can I make a stealth check? We're going stealthy.
You know what happened last time.
Well, my stealth check is good. That was a critical.
Okay, I stop and I say, hold up. I'll head up to the door and I'll take a look. So I try to get up to the door without making any noise.
What else?
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check for that.
Alright, I'm going to use my encounter power that lets me roll Arcana instead of a stealth. No, not 120 plus 9.
I was gonna say, where's the?
And he disappears into the air.
Into the future.
Alright,
Okay. As you peer in, you can see the apartment is a large and well appointed with many windows. In the center is a vaulted ceiling from which a chandelier hangs, shedding dim magical light from tiny crystals. The second floor is merely a small balcony that overlooks the lower floor. And you don't really see anything else in there, but you do notice that something is amiss. There is some sign of a struggle.
is there anyone in there?
Not that you can see.
Alright, I gesture back to the other two to stand still for a moment, and I enter the abode.
Alright, and you step on in with the character. What kind of light or sight do you have?
I have dark vision.
Boom.
Now I need to find my character.
So as you step in and peer around, you do notice standing up here on the balcony is some undead, or two rather, undead creatures. But they do not appear to see you.
Real quick, I'm not able to see it.
I can't see anything on roll 20. Like, it's just completely black.
Yeah, as it is for me.
Oh my god, why is my mouse being so stupid recently? There we go. Yeah.
Thought it was just me.
Okay, so I see all three of those guys.
Can you ping them for me? Because I only know two of these.
Oh, that's a statue.
Yep, I thought that was a guy too.
Okay, yeah.
Alright, so, what's to my direct right? Like, face the way Drummond is facing. Like, what's to his right?
Well, the way you're facing is this way right now.
Yeah.
Down here is just sort of a dining room table and 4 chairs. And then down here appears to be another table and possibly chairs, but you can't quite off in the distance the waves.
Okay, can I start, like, just immediately cast an encounter spell?
Yeah, you can.
Alright.
So you guys behind Drummond then just standing outside the doorway see him prepare and cast a spell outward. Real quick though, since you're doing that, let me go ahead and start dropping people on the map.
Alright.
You want initiative?
Yeah, go ahead and give me initiative roll.
Anybody got any bonuses to initiative rolls?
Does anyone else have dark vision?
Do I? It would be special senses like dark vision, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Does anyone else have low light vision?
No, I have normal vision. So I'm gonna ask Dag, or I'm gonna ask Drummond, what is it that you see that you're casting?
Can they hear me from here?
Yeah, they are.
There's undead in here.
Well, good.
I plan to just immediately burn them. You're an anti-paladin, right?
No, that's I a different character. This one's Avenger.
And let me go ahead and give you guys some health real quick. Is that it?
I love how your name is basically the same as it was, except different letters. Eliac, Elical,
Cool.
Oh.
El Cool.
Alright.
He never
Elf,
misses.
There we go.
Elf, you have 33 health.
Yeah, 37.
No, 33. 33 of 37.
Oh, 33 of 37.
Let's see, shooting your health, Booth, you're the low, and Drummond, you are at. Well, Drummond, you also have all your dailies and everything. You've been able since you last.
Okay.
Okay, so just remember what your initiative rolls were, and Drummond, go ahead and give me your cast.
Sorry for leaving you behind. By the way, Booth, I actually do feel like it was important to leave someone behind, though.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm casting right here. It's Area Burst 1.
Hold on. Before you do that, I gotta use my. This is a thing. That moves 3 spaces.
His movie thing. He's gotta use his quickie move thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
You know shooting fast as a punch.
Alright, so right there. So it's going to hit both of the Zambros. This versus Reflex.
Okay.
Does that hit?
And it just barely strikes as I cannot get away from it.
Alright. Roll 1d6 plus 4. They both take 7 damage, and there is a zone of licking flames there now.
Oh, you're gonna burn down the damn apartment.
Is it just one?
Yeah, it's just Area Burst 1.
I said to him, you fool, what are you doing casting fire spells in an apartment? Or whatever this is?
I say, you question a mage, I know what I'm doing. And that's my attack.
So area burst 1, which would be about okay, and it just sprays fire in that area?
Yep.
Okay, and they both take the damage and sort of begin to smolder a little bit. Alright, now, Drummond, what was your initiative?
15.
Elf, what was your initiative?
7.
Shoot, what was your initiative?
21.
Do I have a DM point at all?
Not that I'm aware of. You might have had one from last time, but you have to use that. I don't.
Oh,
I'd never write down what you had that one. So.
I've got 2.
So I think Gid might be dead.
Probably.
Alright. So, next I need Shukin. What do you want to do?
I'm going to move. 1, 2. Can I attack this guy from here, right?
Those guys are standing up on a balcony.
Oh, well, fuck them.
The stairs are right to your right, however.
Can I attack him from here?
No, there's now a wall in between them.
Oh,
You have to get to the top of the balcony.
okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
And
Oh,
as
there's a guy here.
you step up onto the last stair, or onto the last set of stairs, you see emerge out of the darkness another zombie. This one's slightly different than the first two.
Hold on, I gotta rotate my guy.
Zambros. Oh no.
Spooky.
Oh, the spooky time in the Professor Gid's house, yes.
I say, I am appalled at dead things, and I'm actually
booth. I just made Walters stay. Just like, hey, you like playing D&D? Go stay at the base. No one wants you.
I slash at his left, where his leg attaches to his hip.
Okay.
His left leg.
His hip?
Yeah, well, not his hip, unless there's leg attaches to his hip.
Ow.
Good job. I'm proud of you.
That's versus his AC.
Yes.
You cut into his leg.
Ooh. damage.
And you almost cut it off.
Jeez.
Like through.
And with my other hand, I slashed it through the leg.
Oh, and you cut right into this one too.
4 damage.
Yay.
Alright.
And that's the end of my turn.
And now Elf.
Wait,
Drummond
wait,
go again
don't I
together.
still get to go?
No, because this is a surprise round. You all are.
Oh, okay.
Because you attacked first, Drummond. Like you were the first one to initiate it. I'm letting you go first.
I see. Okay, can I throw multiple sun rods?
Yeah, I'm gonna say just pull and light each one and throw it in a minor. So.
Okay, so I'm just gonna pull one.
Before he throws it, I want to say to him, it's lit up enough in here. You're probably not gonna need any more sun rods.
I can't see hard.
Oh, okay. Well then, go ahead.
Unless I'm not revealed.
No, go ahead. Do it.
Fire would give some light.
Yeah, the fire should give us some light, wouldn't it?
I'm not gonna argue for that.
I just can't see.
Blew your mind.
I'm gonna throw a sun rod.
Refresh your page.
Oh.
Alright, there. I lit up where the fire was.
That's good.
It emits a dim light. You were standing outside the building, that's why you couldn't see anything.
Oh. I'm gonna throw a sun rod right there.
Okay. So as you throw this sun rod,
It does like a wall.
it bounces off of the wall right to Drummond and lands in front of him.
Alright, so I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can me and you can fight in the same square?
No.
Can I make an athletics check? Is this right here like a wall, or is this
Yeah,
another
that is a
plat-
wall from floor to ceiling that you're facing.
Okay. Can I make an or can I try to jump up there, like backflip up there?
Past him, there's no real way to go because you'd have to go up and then turn a corner.
Okay, but this this is just like
There's a wall
straight
there.
Because this is like a stairwell.
There's a wall blocking view from the balcony. From over here, however, it is an open balcony.
How high is this open balcony?
About 10 feet.
Can't move past there right now, so one right there. And can I?
You take 2 fire damage for walking into the square.
You gotta tell me about this stuff.
No, you gotta pay attention because this is the second time you've done it.
No, this is the first time.
This is the second time you've done it. No one else has done it.
No, I've done this, but my character doesn't know this.
Well, I mean, I assume your character would be smart enough not to walk into fire.
You said I'm a mage. I got this handle.
Yeah, you're the one walking into the fire. Oh.
Would I be able to like jump like backflip up onto this ledge, or like just attempt to at least grab it? If I can't jump that high.
Do you want to jump up and grab it, or try and flip up there? Which one do you want to do?
I'm gonna try to flip up there, just flat out.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Alright.
Man, I really hope he fails and like breaks his neck and dies.
Jeez.
All right. As you try to flip up there, you hit the ledge and like slip backwards, falling. Give me an athletics check real quick. And what's your height?
6'4".
Okay. You grab a hold of the ledge right here and just kind of dangle about 3 feet off the ground.
Am I able to pull myself up in this thing?
If you want to go ahead and sacrifice your standard to do it, rather than your move. That is a lot of stuff. You basically failed the first attempt to get up there.
Yeah, it is. Question: can I pull? So, as I can see from here, like there was like an enemy blocking that staircase. We can't get up through there. Am I able to pull an enemy past Shukin?
No, because an enemy cannot move through.
Okay. There's really nothing I can do there, so I'm just gonna pull this. Pull myself up.
Alright, go ahead and give me an athletics check. Drag yourself up. And as you try to pull yourself, you can't gather the strength, and you just drop back down on the floor.
Okay. Tremit?
Yes.
Are we allowed to postpone our turn until later in the order?
Yes, you can. When you pass, you go to the end of the turn order.
Oh, do you? Okay. Yeah, I knew you could. I just didn't remember that.
Can I get red? Am I prone or did I land?
You land on your feet, you're just standing there.
So yeah, that's gonna be it for me.
Okay. And then Drummond, you see, but Elf, you do not. From behind the wall back here steps out Dene, who the person that you had met with before, that was with the professor. And
Well, I definitely see him. He's like he's in the fire, like right next to the fire.
no, well, I mean, you can. Your character doesn't see him right now, or see her. Rather.
Oh my.
She's standing behind.
Oh, okay.
Although you will in a moment. And she says, "Welcome. Thank you for coming. The professor can't join us. She is with my mistress. But that needn't concern you for long." And as she says this, she lets out this huge burst of psychic energy towards you, Elk.
I didn't hear anything she said here. Oh, sorry.
No, you didn't hear anything. She said, "Elk, you heard it." And Drummond, you saw her walk out.
Okay.
What's your will?
16.
Okay, and as she does that, your head just starts to pound with pain, and you immediately take 12 psychic damage, and you're shoved against the wall. Give me a acrobatics check to remain standing.
Yep, 1 second.
But you stay up with no difficulty. Actually, additionally, Shukin, you, despite not hearing anything, also feel this blast of energy in your head. And what's your will?
2 seconds.
That's not a value.
Sure. 12.
Okay, and you are you're blasted for 13 damage, and are shoved into the wall next to you. Give me an acrobatics check.
Okay. That'd be fucking acrobatics.
And you fall prone and roll to the bottom of the steps.
Ah, mother shit.
And who's that? That's not as well. And these two guys up here, all three of you see from their backs burst out wings, and they leap off the balcony.
What? What? What is this magic? They
and
take.
turn towards Zero.
They take 2 fire damage, by the way.
Opportunity yet?
No, flying doesn't
Nope.
work in the opportunity ever.
Because they flew into a square adjacent to you. They also weren't adjacent to you before, because they were on top of the balcony. Oh, yeah.
Well, you know what? Fuck this one.
Then they both claw at you. Oh,
17.
one just sort of scratches off of your armor. The other one, however, cuts through with his sharp nails, causing 14 damage.
And you're gonna take 2 fire damage for starting your turn in the fire.
And
Honestly,
Shukin, at the top of the stairs, you see burst out of the darkness. This zombie comes charging downward towards you. And as he gets to you, he begins to claw at you as well. What's your AC?
18.
And he claws into you, causing 7 damage.
Pretty cool if my health would show up. Let's see, what's damage?
He does 7 damage.
Oh, yes, I realized. 17.
Alright, and that passes on to your turn, Shukin.
What's happened? Oh, cool. Shit.
Okay, I'm gonna stand up.
nearly dead.
He keeps making bad decisions, running into
It
fire.
wasn't a bad. That took 2 damage. 2 damage was not the bad decision. It was 3 enemies attacking me.
I think staying in the fire would like, you're gonna constantly be taking damage. Anyway, I stand up.
Well, I'm not gonna do that.
Alright, you guys can.
Going to slice this guy's left leg once again. Doing the same, try to hit the same place I did last time.
And this time your blade slides off of him without cutting in.
Okay, I'll try the other sword.
That was smart, however.
Oh, fuck. Got cords everywhere. Damage.
And as you cut into him, bits of rotten flesh begin to fall all over the floor around him.
Alright. Do I get any bonus from this dog?
You can teleport using a move action. That's it.
Gotcha. Alright, that's the end of my turn, I guess.
Okay, Drummond.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I open this door beside me?
Sure. As you, oh my god, it's another one of those things that I can't fucking select and it won't work. 20 is your bullshit.
Hey, at least it's better than not being able to play at all.
Maybe I have to like roll to interact with it.
Okay, you know what, fuck that up. The light room. Fucking see.
Boss.
Alright,
Got
so you
map
open the
over?
door, light bursts outward, and you hear groaning, and spot 2 more zombies standing in that room.
I shut the door.
He slams the door like those. Okay.
Alright. I cast, I'm gonna use my daily Rolling Thunder on that guy and this fellow. And This is versus reflex.
All right, and you strike her right on.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Alright. Plus. And I do 22 damage to both of them.
Oh wow.
I say, excellent job, Drummond. You seem to be tearing them up.
And the one just above you, Elk, his flesh begins to fall off as well.
And now there is also a thunderball on both of these two. They both take
Okay.
22 damage.
Yep.
And I move back a square. Is there any way for me to barricade this door in front of me as a miner or anything like that?
There's a chair right next to you. You could shove it up against the handle.
Yeah, if you want to shove that chair up against real quick.
Would that be free or minor?
That'd be a minor.
Alright, I do that.
Okay. Yep.
And I'm done.
All right, Elk.
Alrighty. I like how you're making it
That's strange.
Okay, I'm gonna metagame for a second here just so you don't kill your character immediately. Don't provoke like 5 attacks of opportunity.
No, I've got a way of getting out of here.
Also, the fire thing is gone, so you're not gonna take the 2 fire damage from it.
Why didn't you extend it?
Because he's in the middle of it, and it
Rest
wasn't
is
gonna be
going
that
to
useful.
Shift 1 here. I'm going to use my entire move action to teleport to here.
Thank you,
And
Trip.
yeah, I can stand right next to it. I'm gonna use my second wind and spend a healing surge.
So when you teleport, do you combine with the chair?
Yeah, his leg is part wood now.
You are on difficult terrain. So if you try to attack while on difficult terrain, you're going to give me a check on fall
He's
damage.
just rolling second wind.
Second wind. So plus 2 to defenses next to me.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, but there's something I want to do eventually, Kermit.
Okay. Rusty is going to. Wait, I still got a minor, don't I? Yeah, I still got a minor. I'm gonna make this enemy here my oath of enmity. And Rusty is going to attack this one in front of him.
We have combat advantage.
Okay. That's versus AC.
All right, Rusty just bites into him.
Yay, necrotic flesh.
Doesn't do damage.
And then he's going to teleport to
What kind of dog is this that it can teleport?
the blink dog.
It's the only dog in the world that blinks.
And that's it. Okay.
Okay, I want to see, like, what kind of person that thing with the psychic is. Is that, like, a zombies too, or undead?
It is clearly undead. If you want to actually do a check on it, you'll have to wait for your turn.
Okay. But it's clearly undead.
Yes.
Gotcha.
You know who that is.
Oh, okay. That's the one who wanted to buy the piece, the blade?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, Shukin, she begins to form a bit of ice in her hand and fires it at you.
To who?
As she does so, Shukin, as she does so, this ice strikes you in the back and bursts into tiny pieces and falls to the ground. And then that's going to pass, so it's going to end the round. Booth, can I go ahead and get an insight check from you, please?
That's before my character sheet back up.
I'm going to involve you.
I was about to say, I'm gonna go to the inn and drink.
You're all going to come back and everything's going to be stolen after this fight to see what's the end. Okay, you notice then, Booth, that these guys have been missing for quite some time, longer than you expect. And you notice that. Whether or not you want to do anything with that information is up to you.
I was told to watch the place, so I'll watch for now.
Alright, that's fair. Let's see. Alright, it's this guy's starting his turn in your lightning zone. Dag, how much do you take?
5 damage.
And a bit more flesh falls to the ground, and he spins around to you, Shukin. And this other guy walks over, also towards you, Shukin.
That's gonna provoke 4 attacks of opportunity.
Oh shit. From moving... so from here to here.
Yeah, that's 1 from both Rolling Thunders.
Because he moved into their square?
Oh no, sorry. He'll take 2 attacks of opportunity.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me those 2 attacks.
All right.
I liked 4 better.
Yeah, so did I. Can we keep it 4?
This is versus reflex.
And both of them avoid.
Well, this is the second one. Oh.
Alright, he avoids both the blast and lightning.
What are the odds?
And so they both swing at you, Shukin. What's your AC again?
18.
And both of their claws cut through you.
Man, Shuriken.
Causes you 20 damage.
Oh, damn, dude. I'm bloody for sure.
Do we have any of those healing potions, or does Dane have them all?
For sure Dane has those up.
Maybe we should start handing those out.
Nope, that's not true. Haji also has one.
Yo, thanks, Kermit.
How'd you play it? I don't think I've played with Hudgy yet.
Yeah, Haji's one.
You played with him last time.
Yeah, he's
What
good.
is his name?
A Rome.
Oh, that's right.
Alright. And then, this door in front of you, Dag, begins to jostle and shake.
Okay.
It's just shaking against the chair that you propped up against it. Okay. Take that, dude. Shukin, the zombie in front of you, claws at you, also. And as he does so, his claws scrape off of your armor. And we move into Shukin's turn, but let me
Hold on.
fastly.
I'm gonna go. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna go get a drink and stuff too.
I'm honestly concerned about if some of us are gonna make it out of this fight.
That's why I'm coming over. Shuriken just got bloodied as well. I'm like, oh shit.
Come
I'm
over.
coming, I'm coming over to the building.
Can you from there? Too far? Don't answer that. Come hither unto me.
Oh no, fortune pretty girl. I'll make meeting last a little while.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Dude, no. I was
Just
in
said
the car.
something earlier, and I was dying because it was so such a sexual innuendo. I was dying. I had to mute my mic. I mean, it was.
I was in the car with my dad after getting my haircut, and he wouldn't stop talking about dicks for like 15 minutes in the car. I couldn't do anything about it.
Quickly, because I might need help. I've already talked to Rebel about this, but I'm doing recap videos every 5 episodes for this stream, and I'm giving you guys the opportunity. If you want, you can voice your character for the recap videos. So Austin and Walters, if you guys want to voice your characters, just send me a message on Slack or something afterwards saying that you want to, and I'll send you the program that I want you to record with. Well, you can either do a voice, or you can either just do your own voice. I don't care.
I'm
Well, I need the voices soon because I need to make the
Oh, okay.
recap soon.
Yeah, I can do it.
The
Then.
full.
Okay.
All right, so I am back.
Okay.
Hang on
If I were to,
a second. We are rolling into your turn, Susan, because of what Duke just put in. I got some. Now you begin heading out, Duke, but there's you
But
hit
there's what?
the professor's house.
Okay.
So I need a streetwise check.
Hey, I clicked that actually. But there's no thank you.
he's gonna like make his way over here and then get lost in the tower.
Oh. Yep.
No, dude, he's gonna get lost in the tavern.
As you ask
In
around
the tavern, of course.
streets as you leave the barracks, no one seems to know where you're talking about, where the professor's house would be. And we'll come back to that in a second. Shukin.
Okay, so if I were to slide this guy in front of me,
Yes.
3 squares, would I be able to like knock him into these guys that are by me?
Yes.
Okay, because this is an immediate reaction, but you like left as soon as the guy attacked. I'm going to
Oh.
use it now, if that's okay.
That's fine.
Okay, so he misses with an attack, so I slide him 3 squares. So I want to slide him
Near the house.
through this square, and then through this square, and then up to this square.
Kobold moves strictly behind you. Oh, I guess you'd be sticking it between you and one of the guys. Okay,
Well, it's the end of his turn.
so you slide him into the first square. Not actually, this would move him, or I'll get all confused. And he bumps into that zombie there. And as they bump into each other, they just kind of slide past effectively, and then you bump him into the second zombie.
Well, if he's going through that square, he will take 5 damage for going through a thunderball.
Okay. For opportunity attack, or for opportunity damage?
No, just because he went into the zone.
Okay. Alright, so you slide him through the first, and you just slide past the zombie. However, when he bumps into the second one, they throw each other off balance and both fall prone. And then he slides into this square here.
Another downtown to the house.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to do something. So, I'm gonna like slice at this guy that's to my guy's left, and try to finish cutting the rest of his
The one you
leg off.
moved?
Yes.
Okay. You roll.
Do I get combat advantage? Oh yeah, I do. Okay.
Alright, you cut into him again, into his flesh.
Making your way in the world today sure does take a lot.
Damage.
And as you cut into him, your sword just kind of goes right past. Like it feels as though it meets no resistance. And he turns to you and like snarls at you, and then his top half just slides off his bottom half, and he collapses on the ground.
That's cool.
2 pieces.
Weird how that happened from slicing his leg off.
It's a couple.
Well, you missed a little. You swung it high.
Yeah, you weren't very good at hitting the leg. I meant to do that.
He wasn't aiming for. He was aiming for the third one.
Alright, and then as he dies, I look at the one standing directly below me, and I say, "You're mine. You're next." And I mark him as my quarry. And then I strike with my other sword, doing a slash across his stomach. That. Oh, fuck.
And your sword barely touches him, but causes no damage.
Alright, I am going to... use my heroic efforts to get a +4 to that.
Alright, and you cut into him.
that was a missed.
Yeah. Regardless of what I say on any roll that you don't get to roll damage.
What is this
Well,
yellow
forget what I was
square?
doing for a second.
What's
What?
that?
There's this yellow square I keep seeing flash in and out. What magical conjurations and tricks is this?
I'm not sure what that would be.
Okay, I just wasn't sure. You know, sometimes
Are
the
you
wizard one
sorcering
just.
over people on the turn order? Because that would make
No. Oh yes, I am.
Yeah, that does it. Yeah, it took me a while to figure that out too.
Alright,
I kept trying to figure that out.
okay.
And then I'm going to slide.
Electric slide.
And that's the end of my turn.
Drummond.
All right. I'm going to cast color orb to Mrs. Pants down there, and I'm also going to try to intimidate her by saying, "I know how to hurt you the most, and I'll make it I'll make sure that you're in excruciating pain."
Go ahead and give me an intimidate check. If you can.
I'm going to use my encounter ability that allows me to use Arcana as my intimidate roll.
Okay. And you'll see what happens on her turn.
All right, and now I'll roll against her. This is against her will. Shit.
And that affects nothing. Actually, no, wait. I'll tell you what. You did intimidate her, reducing her willpower.
Okay.
You do hit.
All right.
That is the effect of your intimidation.
Thank you, sir. So I get a 1d8 plus highest ability modifier radiant damage. So I get a plus 5 radiant damage to her.
Okay.
And I'm assuming because she's a zombie, she's weak to radiant, but I mean, that could be wrong.
You are indeed wrong.
Man, fucking creatures not being weak to shit. I hate it.
Right, so you cause 11 damage to her.
Okay. I'm going to use my other daily, Wizard's Fury, so that, as a minor action, you know, I can cast, magic missile. And I back off 1, 2, 3, 4, and I yell out the door for, any city guards that there's someone dead in this house.
And as you yell out, the echo of your voice is just drowned out completely by the rain pouring down.
God damn it. I am my turn here.
Okay.
That was random.
No. That was horrible, horrible rain.
Is she taking a minus to?
Oh,
all of us?
Sorry, one second, before this goes too far. Kremit doesn't let me do. Oh, Jesus! Okay.
You must have gotten a cold from walking in the rain.
What's her face? The person I hit with color orb is dazed until the end of my next turn.
Oh, it's going crazy.
She's dazed. Okay.
Oh, you rain effects.
We're going to use Azure Undead here. And she is indeed my Oath of Enmity.
Well, hold up. Kremit's looking up something.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell you what daze means?
Yeah.
Alright, the creature doesn't get its normal complement of actions on its turn. It can either take a standard, a move, or a minor action. The creature can still take 3 actions.
So it only gets one of its 3.
Exactly. The creature can't take immediate actions or opportunity actions. the creature grants combat advantage, and the creature cannot flank.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's,
And
Which one is dazed?
it's the bitch down at the bottom.
The bitch down at the bottom. Alright.
She's the one.
She's, can you put my oath on her just so I make sure I remember?
It is. It's the lightning bolt.
Oh, it's the lightning bolt. I thought that was dazed.
I'm kind of wishing I hadn't used yours because I don't know what to use these days now. Nuclear symbol. Phase. Okay.
Don't you hate it when getting busy gives you radiation poison?
oh, I hate it. I love
It's
it.
the darndest thing.
I'm gonna roll this twice. Oath. Not that it much matters.
Well, her will is reduced because of my intimidation effect.
As Drummond struck her, she seemed to shake back into battle readiness. Notice the day's part. So you do not hit her.
Does she have to roll? Does she just? Are you just like, she's not feared, or did she roll a saving throw? Oh, okay. So, all right.
Okay, if I miss, I do half damage. So we'll roll damage.
And only for that turn, but
Gotcha.
So she takes 10 damage.
oh, you still do half damage despite.
Yeah, I still do half damage, and I can slide her. Pull one square, so go just right there.
I really wish you hadn't.
Well, I don't have a choice. I'd rather actually not slide her.
Okay.
No choice with that attack. Might use a. I'm going to use my action point. Turn to this guy here. Use Halo of Fire. Combat advantage. Versus AC, it doesn't hit. And I am going to teleport here. And then Rusty is going to move 1, 2. And I think that'll be it.
Okay. Is her dazed? Is that until your turn, or is that?
It's until the end of my next turn.
Is there rain going on? For sound?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I thought I was going crazy at first.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's also something. Yeah, I don't know.
Is it lightning?
Well, I don't know.
I don't hear those.
You know, like flashes of strange white or something.
I hear a little bit. All right, let's continue with the Zambro's turn.
All right, so she begins to ready a ball of frost again and hurls it towards you, Elf. And as she does that, it strikes you right in the chest. Wait a minute, that's not frost. Well, whatever. She hurled something at you, causing 7. Oh no, yeah, frost is what I'm saying. It's causing 7 cold and necrotic damage, and you are now immobilized.
I'm resistant to necrotic by 5.
Okay, so go ahead and take, what's it, 7? You take 3 damage, or
2 damage.
sorry.
What was my 15? Okay.
All right, so
Immobilized is that even from teleportation?
yes,
But I feel like it would.
It would.
Let me look at
I don't even understand how you have a blink dog.
that. Animal companion dogs.
Yeah, I didn't.
That ends the round. So go ahead and give me a streetwise check again, please. All right. This time, someone points you right in the direction of Moorgrave University, and you head off that way. And now, back to my turn. All right. So Shukin, this guy next to you steps forward.
He took 5 damage for starting in the Thunderball.
And the the other guy down here turns towards you and stands up.
You're right.
Doesn't he also take an opportunity damage from the Thunderball, Drummond?
Yeah, he would.
Yeah.
And he's not going to.
Right. And this second guy steps forward. So opportunity attack against him too.
Shuken, you should have moved.
Now, question: could that other zombie even attack him? Because he did have to use his move action to get unprone.
No, I'm sorry. You are right. That was a fuck up of mine. So he just stands up in your opportunity attack.
I just wanted to make sure.
No, yeah, you're right. It just skipped past me. All right. So that one next to you swipes at you, Shuken. And he claws into you.
I'm going to use Destructive Strike. I'm going to thwart his attack, which gives him a -3 to the attack. And I attack him as well, so.
Attack or damage?
Alright, well his attack still hits you.
Okay.
You go ahead, and you're both going to swing at each other at the same time. So you go ahead and give me your damage, and then I'll tell you what his damage was.
13.
Alright, so as you strike him, while he's hurling himself towards you, you just cut him down, and he hits the ground. However, as he claws at you, he does 15 damage.
Okay. I get 5 temporary hit points because I used my first 10 damage. Puts me at -3.
I say, to Elkol, get your beast to defend Shuken. We have to make sure he survives.
Alright, and you hit the ground unconscious, Shuken.
Okay.
Him. Okay, this door over here begins to rattle again. But again, it stays firm behind the chair.
Alright.
Shuken, go ahead and give me a saving throw.
Alright. I don't have any nods to this, it's just straight up.
Okay, your condition remains stable as you are. Drummond.
Alright, I move 1, 2, 3, 4. And can I, in like one motion, kick the chair out and open the door? Or
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's gonna be a minor to do it.
okay, I do it.
Alright, so you kick the chair and open the door, and again, light rushes out of the room.
And I laugh maniacally. I will burn you all! And I cast Fire Shroud, which is Area Burst 3, or Close Burst 3, so it's a Close Burst on me. And I think that hits everyone.
Okay.
And so this is a roll versus Fortitude. Come on. Do I have any DM points, Kremet?
No, because last thing you did was an extended rest.
Motherfucker. Of course, the fucking... Every time I use a good spell, it's just worthless.